Hi everyone, this is Melia Mucks About, preparing to muck about once again in Final Fantasy 15. So at the very beginning of my streams, I always like to kind of do a little bit of lore. It lets people have time to realize that my stream is going, to join if they want to. And oh my gosh, there's been so much that happened from last stream as well. We'll have a little bit of an update there too. But recently I've been taking all of my lore from the Final Fantasy 15 official works. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about Ravis. And of course, burning in the background here is Tenebrae, which is Ravis's home, along with that of the Oracle Luna Freya. So the official works has this to say about Ravis. He is 28, so he is on the older side for our group of bros. And it says, the eldest son of House Flore and Luna Freya's oldest brother. He once stole the ring of the Lucii from Regis and slipped it on, but overwhelmed by its power, ended up losing his left arm. Far from nursing a grudge against Niflheim, he went on to join its army, taking up the post of general after the demise of General Glauca during the uproar at the signing ceremony. And so, of course, oh, hi May, thanks for joining. Of course, with Ravis, if you want to see the full details of what happened, you can look at the Kingsglaive movie. But he lost his arm to the Ring of the Lucii, which was fairly traumatic. And we did see in main game that he had a prosthetic arm and everyone was wondering what had happened. So that is your little lore tidbit telling you how he did lose that limb. So once again, this is Melia Mucks About, preparing to muck about in Final Fantasy 15. Last time I did the Dungeon of Sorrow, which is just a horrible, depressing place. All the bros are fighting, nobody's happy. And once we got out of the Dungeon of Sorrow, everyone sort of reconciled after Ignis yelled at them. And then, unfortunately, we had further accidents because Arden got on the train with us, and somehow Noctis ended up pushing Prompto off the train. So you will notice that Prompto is missing. We did manage to reach Tenebrae, the home of Ravis and Luna, but as you can see, it's on fire. Yeah, someone in chat says there are accessibility issues with that dungeon. Oh my gosh, it is so true. That was not a friendly dungeon whatsoever, let alone to those with disabilities. It also wasn't OSHA compliant. But I do want to point out from the lore that I was just talking about with Ravis having become the general of Niflheim, the other thing that we know is he got blamed for the hot mess that was Altissia. And so he is currently, according to the radio, up for execution. So even though he had issues with us, even though he sided with Niflheim, at this point they have come and they have basically destroyed everything he was trying to protect. So kind of a sad thing that breaks your heart. So last time I talked to Aranea and Biggs and Wedge. Hello, Zillaby! Thank you for joining. And they're offering to drive a train to Regalia for us, which Regalia is the heart of the Niflheim Empire. But they did mention that someone here is looking for Noctis, one of the servants of House Flore. So, yeah, someone in chat says, what, you can't trust the evil empire? But honestly, look at this. We have mechs. Nobody here is attacking me. We have troopers. One of the things that I really did want to point out is we've hit a point in the story where none of these people are out to get me. We really have hit the point where all of the powers are collapsing, and it no longer matters if you're from Lucius or Niflheim or Altissia or Tenebrae. I mean, Aranea and Biggs and Wedge are here saving Tenebrae from their own country. So it's a really interesting breakdown in power, and I think this is the spot where people are starting to realize the entire world may actually be in trouble.
Give us a holler when you're ready to shovel.
Oh, I love Biggs and Wedge. Gosh, just look at these views, though. And I cannot believe that you can see those fires burning. Wow. I do wish we could run around Tenebrae a little more. So Luna, when she fell at Altissia, also promised us that all of these fields of these particular blue flowers would be here waiting for us. Of course, not knowing that they've burned. Hello everyone, I think I'm back up and running. My apologies for that. My internet just disconnected and reconnected. So I'm going to pop back in. Alright, everyone says it's working now, so I'm going to go ahead and continue.
We'll be waiting on board. Give us a holler when you're ready to shove off.
Luckily we weren't too far into that. Alright, so let me go find that servant again. Once again, it's interesting because if you saw Kingsglaive, you are familiar with that character. But I do feel that this cutscene is so important. That's why I reloaded the save as well. I was just like, oh my gosh, no, I have got to capture this. People need to see this cutscene. Suppose I can run over there. All right.
My word. Is that you, Prince Noctis?
Yeah. Have we...
Oh, blessed be the stars. Just look at what a fine young man you've grown into.
She's so happy to
Maria,
see us.
A retainer in service to House Fleuret. I doubt you'll remember me after these long years.
I can't say I do.
Don't worry. Who I am is of little import in light of what I wish to discuss.
That breaks my heart
Lady
too.
Lunafreya risked everything to spirit the ring of the Lucii away from the Citadel. Did she deliver it to you?
Yeah.
Stars
In the most
above.
tragic way
My fears have
possible.
been assuaged. Lord Ravis, too, will be overjoyed to hear this news.
Wait,
Ravis
what?
too.
So Ravis, up to this point, has done nothing but yell at us. So it seems very odd that he's in support of us.
I beg of you, please, see the ring to Noctis on my behalf.
Oh, poor Luna. She's barely holding on.
Already, my flesh has begun to fail me.
No, I cannot accept it.
And you can see his prosthetic arm, that left arm. He's already
By your
been
hand.
literally burned by the ring once.
It must be done. To deliver the ring and inspire the king is your calling. You mustn't fall.
But I lack the strength to go on.
Find it, Lunafreya. You have the will. Go to Noctis. Show him the truth of your heart.
Oh my goodness, that doesn't even feel like the Ravis we know. So supportive of his sister. That's an aspect we've never seen. And this is also where you find out Luna was not doing
I understand
well.
you will go hence to the Imperial capital.
Yeah.
Lord Ravis has King Regis's glaive in his safekeeping, and it was his wish to return it to you, my prince.
Right, chat
Though
says
I
so
imagine
sweet. It is
will
so
not
sweet.
be easy for you to find each other.
I'll get it from him somehow.
I pray it shall be so.
Oh my gosh. And so this is one of those perspective shifts that just suddenly changes everything you knew. We had heard rumors that Ravis had taken your father's sword, that he was wearing it and brandishing it, but not actually using it. And here, after you talk to the servant, if she's telling the truth, he's holding on to it for you. He is waiting to give it to you. And all of those things that he was doing was to get the news on the radio so you knew where to come find it. to suddenly discover that Ravis, who's been sort of attacking you and hunting Luna, might actually be one of your biggest supporters. Oh my gosh, what do you believe? Like, that's huge. And I'm still just panning to see some of the damage. I'm just checking for blue glowies out of habit. Oh, hey, maybe I can get a good view of the burning. Oh. But everything has fallen. Insomnia has fallen. Altissia has fallen. Tenebrae is now on fire. Really, the only power that's left is the place we're headed, the Niflheim capital of Regalia. So a very somber mood, a very somber place. And I do have to tell you, if there is one person that I could hug and tell everything would be okay, it would actually be Ravis. I feel so bad for him. Yeah, someone in chat says they are falling apart too, given that their troops are all deserting. Niflheim is, yeah, minor spoiler, not doing all that hot either. Oh, blue glowy, mine. It's always a bad sign when they're giving you the good magic making materials. But see, I would never have thought of this. I just walked onto a Niflheim dropship and look, I can shop from their military. Things have certainly changed. Let's see if they have anything decent. No, it looks like I have most of these things, so. But definitely old prejudices are going away, and we're starting to realize that there's a bigger problem here than even nations and wars. I do want to come over and chat with some of the citizenry that are here. A lot of them are refugees from our train. Yeah, someone says they love the little sprites that show the boys like who can use which weapons. They are terribly cute. So we had followed Aranea before and didn't talk to these folks.
Prince Noctis, were you excited to marry Lady Lunafreya?
Oh.
Because she was really excited to marry you. She looked so happy the day her dress arrived. She really
ouch.
loved you, Prince Noctis.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for stabbing me, little girl.
The father had mourned the fate of his chosen son. Yet in Tenebrae, the two found solace. It was not the Oracle who assuaged their fears, but the girl. She holds the true power.
I have little to offer a king, other than the voice afforded the Oracle. Nevertheless... And... I'm afraid you might find this foolish. But... to be together with Noctis again, even if only for a short while, it would mean the world to me.
They definitely loved each other. I do not seek to guide him,
merely to stand beside him.
Oh, she gets it. And I will come back to this later, but that also goes to that duality of
Lady
duty
Lunafreya
versus what
worried
people want.
She was burdening you with the wedding. That's not true, is it?
No.
Oh, thank you for not making me have to choose an answer to that. Oh! Oh, so painful. I swear all the kids in this game just make me want to grab a box of Kleenex. I do. So now notice her dress is of really nice make, and I'm not 100% sure.
Lady Lunafreya was lucky to find a nice guy like you.
Oh, thank you. But I think this child was actually meant to be another character that was introduced in Dawn of the Future. And if it is true, her name would have been Sol. And that's very interesting because Noctis is night and Luna is moon. And I think that this little girl may have been meant to be the sun. And you can learn more about her character by reading Dawn of the Future. It is a very important character.
Will we ever see the dawn again? What has become of our world?
Oh, but as we wander around, we can just kind of listen and read. People are losing hope. Ooh, more cosmogony. The ring. Before falling into eternal slumber, the six bequeathed unto man one last treasure, a ring. Yet who among us was fit to possess this gift of the gods? After some time, the ring was transferred to the hands of a man blessed with the powers divine, ultimately developing the mark identifying one fit to rule. And I actually talked about that as my lore bit from last time. So the ring is essentially the crown of Lucius. I am officially king, although I have not put the crown on. And I still have to marvel at how beautiful the details are, the patterning in this floor, even in such a dire situation.
How in the world could something like this happen?
Perhaps this is the way it ends.
Oh, I hope not.
I listened to Lady Lunafreya's address on the radio. To think she gave that speech in the very place she was supposed to be wed. I can only imagine how she must have felt.
Oh, I swear everyone here just wants to stick a knife in your kidney. Like, oh. So one of my friends has a theory, and I don't think this is correct, but I do have to share it here. She kind of thinks that all of these people saying really hurtful things may all be Gentiana toying with Noctis. And I love that theory. I don't think it is, but I'm not going to say it's not. Oh, I see a blue glowy. But it is so odd to be walking around and not be afraid of these mechs, not have to run from these troops. You can definitely see things are changing.
I apologize for the inconvenience.
How long are we to sit and wait in a war zone? When are we getting back on the road?
As soon as all of our preparations are in order.
I don't want to die here.
I hate to break it to you, but there's nowhere safer. Oh, this is the safe spot.
Lady Lunafreya once tended a garden filled with scilla blossoms, watering the flowers herself. Sadly, the whole field went up in flames.
Oh, I knew it, but it hurt.
Become of it.
So even the flowers that Luna promised you would be waiting for you are not here. They were destroyed in Niflheim's revenge on Revis.
Our house is gone.
Oh.
Where are we supposed to go now, Mama? I don't know yet, but Mama will find us somewhere new. I know. Why don't we go see Grandma and Altisha?
Oh, I'm so sorry about Altisha. It doesn't exist right now. I want to say it's not my fault, but it's totally my fault. Oh my gosh. So someone in chat said, are these really hurtful though? I think they're trying to inspire him to achieve what Lunafreya was hoping. It is, but it hurts. It should have been.
So you're Lady Lunafreya's fiancé, right? Wanna know something?
Okay then.
Everyone knows she liked pretty flowers, but you wanna know what else she liked? Cool stickers. It has to be true.
That is such an odd... Yes, you are allowed to believe whatever you want, little child, that brings you joy. I'm sure she loved stickers. I think they did such a good job of scattering these people through, though. And obviously, this is why I take the time to go listen and talk to people.
Lady Lunafreya.
I may put stickers on the car in her memory. I'm not going to put the Luna sticker on, though, because then I will be bawling the whole time.
I want to go home.
Well, dear, right now we don't have a home to go back to.
I don't like it here. I'm scared.
It's okay, dearie. Grandma's here. There, sweetheart.
Oh, and even how sad they are. I think this really shows the people are supporting one another, though. They're scared. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go, but they are trying to pull together.
Take heart. Everything will be all right.
I don't see what good it does me to come here. I never even got to thank her for all that she's done.
Then show your thanks by praying for her safety.
I'm gonna ask an Imperial about it again later.
And I'll go with you when you do.
Oh, and I do love that people are praying that maybe she didn't really fall, that maybe this is all a bad dream. Maybe the sun will come back. Like, oh. All right, one more big pan of just Tenebrae on fire. I mean, look at those graceful bridges. I would have loved to see this place and been able to wander around it when it wasn't burning. I totally agree. All the sobs. Oh, did I? I think I talked to him. Maybe
The
not.
Empire has declared Lord Ravis a traitor and sentenced him to death.
Yes.
I believe the attack on the manor was further punishment.
Just really bringing home that this was Niflheim's revenge on their loyal general who did... Ravis is the one who also helped raise insomnia for them. Okay, so I am going to go chat with Aranea really quick and see if she had anything to say, winding my way amidst the weeping people.
Yes, but she's not with the army. Not anymore, at least.
Yeah, so they do confirm things in this game, you'll notice, where it's like, yeah, Aranea did leave.
Such a beautiful place. If only Lady Lunafreya were still with us.
But I also like that nobody knows, and they show that confusion. Some people are hoping she's alive, some people are convinced she died. There are varying opinions, and you kind of have to put pieces together and decide what you think for yourself. Just see if Aranea, best girl, has any further words of wisdom for us before we continue on.
About the crystal. Remember how I said it was locked away?
Yeah?
They really don't allow anyone near the thing. The Emperor himself never got close to it. The lab rats had a theory that the crystal posed some kind of threat to the demons. The way they see it? That's the reason the Chancellor had the Emperor go after it in the first place. Dunno, but that theory holds water in my book.
So the crystal is what we're really trying to regain. We got the ring, but we want the crystal. And so we know that the Empire has it. It sounds like they may have they were doing demon research, and so they may have actually taken the crystal in order to make it so that we couldn't stop whatever they were doing. We will find out more about that in episode prompto, but... This part just hurts my heart. And someone in chat says, why do we need the crystal? And that's a really good question.
Promoted to High Commander one day, executed for high treason the next.
Oh, so fickle, so fickle. But the truth is that nobody knows why we're trying to get the crystal. It was gifted to the kings of Lucii a long time ago, and they were told to protect it until it declared a king of light. Well, it declared Noctis as the king of light, but there's been no further instruction or indication of why it would even be useful to have the crystal. Yes, thank you to my mod for deleting the spam bot. It is appreciated. So before I talk to Biggs and Wedge and actually go on to Regalia, I think I'm going to go ahead and Umbra back to the past. And I kind of want to do it just to use that mechanic. We'll have to see if I can get on the train and do it. I'm not sure if I can. Maybe if all the doors are closed, it's impossible at this point. Oh, let's check. All right, so I may have to move on to Regalia and then just Umbra when the next opportunity comes back. Oh, this place just hurts my heart. Oh, I did want to show on this map though, and let me see if I can zoom out further. So just something to point out about this whole entire map here that's really interesting to me. So we started up here when we first came in, and we came down to this royal tomb. And then right about here is where we shoved Prompto off the train. But I want you to notice that this train track does something really unusual. And it comes all the way up north into Tenebrae. and then comes back down south to Regalia. So you would think, being a military empire and having to move troops and things, that they would just cut across right here, right? Shortest distance. So this is really an unusual feature. Even if they had a second line that was going up here, you would think, just cross. The reason they can't is Niflheim screwed up and they killed Shiva. So the ice goddess is right here, and that huge storm keeps anybody from being able to cross. So one of the really interesting things is, keep in mind that even though it may seem like we get to Prompto quickly, a couple of days in game time pass for doing travel and such. So when you get to episode Prompto, which does fill in the particular hole of what happened to Prompto, it's really him being shoved off the train, and then, of course, as some people know, ending up over here. But you can see how, story-wise, it is possible, and why the bros didn't cross paths. And it would also be very, very difficult to find Prompto in the middle of this snow barren wasteland. So just an interesting note on how some of the geography and the maps and things tell parts of the story. And I do want to talk a little bit more about Prompto and his secrets as well. But for now, it looks like I'm not seeing any sort of lodging on that map. Yeah, it does show the fire deposit. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and move on. And hopefully I will be able to Umbra later. I'll check this train real quick too, just to make sure. Sorry, Biggs and Wedge. Oh wait, maybe I can. Oh, radio! Food cart!
So according to your research, Ms. Yeager, this phenomenon of the nights growing longer is by no means a recent
Oh,
development.
this is Sonia!
Not at all. The change was just too subtle for anyone to notice till recently. It took 3 extra hours of darkness for people to panic, and now it's completely irregular. The other day, we got half an hour more night. Days are numbered, I tell you.
I do love that they're apparently like still running a food cart in the train. This is kind of bad.
Welcome.
I am so filthy too. Oh.
Grab some food before you go?
Information. Is there anywhere to sleep around here? Ah, there is a place to sleep. Okay, we're good.
I'm ready to take your order.
Oh, you can only order a lunch tray. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
I will take it. Yeah, someone in chat says Kenny on the rails. That's awesome. It's chicken nuggets. Oh, that is the saddest little meal.
We'll see you around.
I'm just going to listen to the radio again and just see if there was any other news. Sometimes there's multiple
You're saying the
reports.
hunters are on high alert?
That's right. What with all them scholarly folks talking about the nights growing longer. They've been looking into this for a while. They ain't once recorded a day with more sunlight than the last. Ain't no telling when night'll fall and the demons will come out, so we recommend y'all take extra care.
I shudder to think that if the nights keep growing longer, there may soon come a day that won't be day at all.
That's not encouraging. And someone in chat says they should have burned the chicken nuggets in honor of Tenebrae. That is not nice. Too soon.
The phenomenon of the nights growing longer is by...
Alright, so that one we already heard. Oh. I would rather stay in the train than out with all the other sobbing people. Although they need to get off the train. I guess we're going to take a different train, not this same one. Oh, man. Here we are. I am going to go ahead and call Umbra. May as well join the Nuggets dumpster fire. So I am going to go ahead and travel to past-Lucis. And I'm doing this in part because I do want to get that Cactuar statue to Talcott, and I do want to do a couple of things. And this is one of the last places that we'll kind of have a chance to do that. But I also want to show how different it feels when you Umbra back. And this is really why I sort of tell people, take your time in that beginning, do all the things that you want to do, because when you come back, it doesn't feel the same. There is a little bit of sadness, and you kind of know that at some point you're going to have to return to that train and all those crying people, and it puts a pressure on you that wasn't, as a player, that wasn't there before. It's kind of like a ticking time clock in the back. So, of course, Prompto is here, which also all of a sudden hurts.
Howdy, Prince. Do you mind swinging by the garage for a hot minute? We've been experiencing some awful strange shakes back here in Liege. The hunters are already looking into it, but I reckon they could use a couple more hands.
Got it. On our way.
Gladiolus is getting in my camera, like all the things that I've missed. So I do need to head over to the garage as well, but while we're here, we might as well... Oh, good. If we even time traveled a little bit backwards, so I'm going to see if I can sleep so that I get cleaned up. Though I suppose this Noctis is clean. It's okay. I want to sleep. See if I got any horribly depressing photos of Tenebrae.
I'm all sticky and gross.
Woohoo! About time!
And it's just going back to this cheerful time. And it becomes so hard to want to leave again. Look, the gang's all here. Sub. Alright, so I don't know how we magically get items to come back into the past with us, but...
Talcott, we got something awesome for you.
Wait, this is...
The Altition edition.
They're walking through.
How did you... Whoa! Yeah! I never thought I'd see this. It's Cactuar!
Back when children were happy. Oh, and look, you can see all four of them piled on the table. That's adorable. See if Talcott has anything else to say.
How long are you staying, Prince Noctis?
Not long, kid.
Thanks. We'll tend to the rooms afterwards.
I love so much that Dustin actually offers to do the laundry. I think that is the last Cactuar. Do not open Talcott's private chest. We will not open Talcott's chest.
Probably, you know. Oh.
Little guy is seriously flipped.
Real glad I picked it up for him.
His joy surpassed all expectations.
Doggone it! Who's chopping onions around here?
Prompto. So I do want to go to the garage as well. I had purchased a particular sticker set for the Regalia that I would like to place on it so I can enjoy it for a little bit here. Though I don't intend on spending a long time here in the past. But you can kind of feel, at least for me, those overtones in difference. It's hard for me to want to spend 100 days fishing and camping. I no longer feel like that's responsible. You have other things that you should be doing. I know there's no timer in the upper corner, but this is almost worse. Alright, quest location. I probably don't want to do it as a quest location, actually. Let's do map points. And we'll just go over to Hammerhead. Yes, we will fast travel. So, Elemency is a special power linked to Lucian royalty. Noctis can extract elemental energy from deposits around the continent, collect it in magic flasks, and craft spells. And I've talked about before that it's a little unusual. I do think that the Lucian power is basically the ability to manipulate energy, that they can draw out energy, and then of course they can cast it, pushing it back out of their bodies. But he was damaged when he was injured, I think when he was about 8 years old, and has always had difficulty with magic, which is why you do the elemency in the flasks, which is really unusual.
Great range of wares here.
Paradise for a technophile like you.
I forgot to look at my gas and see if we need it, so I'm just going to refuel to be safe. Oh, I forgot. At Hammerhead, Cindy refuels your car. It's like the Idaho of Eos.
Why, she's looking prettier than ever.
So I'm not going to do the actual quest that, oh yeah, sorry, it was Oregon where you aren't allowed to actually fill your own tank. Thank you for the correction. I know, I did not mean for the accidental fan service, but if folks enjoyed it, there you go. Let's see, I need to go. Cindy's gonna be over here. Out of my way, Gladiolus. I'm still mad at you for yelling at me in the future.
Some sizable seismic activity down south near Longwife. Dave and his boys are on the beat as we speak. It's the darndest thing. Ain't never felt so much as a rumble round these parts. Got a lot of folks worried. Got me worried too. Ain't easy tuning up a shaking chassis. Anywho, hope Dave and y'all can do something.
Yeah, let sleeping mountains lie. I know that quest. I am not doing that quest.
Thank your lucky stars, because I whipped up something real special.
Alright, so I want to customize the Regalia.
What'll it
be? We are putting stickers on in memory. Let's see. So I think I need the whole body.
What coat do you fancy?
Somebody in chat says the shaken chassis. There's a double meaning in that. Yeah. There might be some entendres going on here, but... Oh, I was hoping that I had stuff to do silver. I don't like the ivory. Nope. We are not going to do ivory. What else are our choices? Yellow? No. I do like the green. We may just stick with our green. Deep sea blue. Let me see. Stickers. It's been a while since I did this one. Body decals.
Well,
there we are.
Here's what I can do for...
Carbuncle!
How about the decals?
This is my favorite set. Can you see it on there? We need a lighter color for it to show. Alright, so let's go back to our body.
Pick a color.
I think it shows with the candy green. Oh, look at the little carbuncles. Yeah, you can see it. Light green, dark green. I think I'm liking that a little bit with the lighter green. Ooh, I don't know. The dark green looks pretty nice too. I do love the little carbuncles though. Chat says light. Light shows the decals better. Oh, look how adorable those are. Best sticker set in the whole thing. Okay, so let's see. I do want to do that. So we'll go ahead and select.
How's this?
Yes.
Y'all just sit tight now.
Not doing too many things.
Well, here she is, just like you ordered.
Oh, look at this. It's gorgeous. I love it. Oh, there's even a little carbuncle on the trunk. How cute is that? Oh, there's one on the roof. Oh, there's one on the roof. I'm just going to run around like a little kid in a candy store at the moment. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, this is definitely... I like doing it with silver, but unfortunately I apparently didn't get the paint to do silver. This is my favorite sticker set in the whole game. Absolutely adorable. So from here, I also wanted to leave it up to chat. There are a few things that I left undone in the past. So there are missions and things. I haven't caught the Liege of the Lake fish. I also didn't finish out Dino's quests or go retrieve one of my royal arms from that particular dungeon. So I thought I would even throw it up and see what people feel like seeing. Do you want to see me complete some of those side quests, or would you rather that I just return back to darkness and depression and get on the train? I will let chat guide my actions. What is it that you prefer seeing? And I'll go talk to Taka in the meantime. I have 1 vote for fishing and fun. And someone else votes for darkness and depression. It's an even split.
So how's it going, boys? How's about a bite to eat? Y'all hungry for info?
You know, I bet if I eat here and I did go back, I could take the buff with me. Because, of course, there's no food in the future either.
Drop on by whenever you're hungry.
Alright, I think I'm going to do a split. I'll do 1 fun and fishing. I think I do want to try and catch the Liege of the Lake. So I will take us up to the Vesper Pool and try that. And then I will head back to darkness and depression. How's that for a nice even split? I do love this. Oh, no regrets. Alright, so Liege of the Lake, I believe, was all the way over here. Ooh, which fishing spot was it? I guess I can just go to the camping spot and that should... And I am not going to fast travel. Yes. Because there's a couple things I want to talk about as we're going as well. Yeah, someone asks if I have to camp to kick that quest off, and I think I do. That huge cup noodles billboard cracks me up every single time. I get some music going for us. Not sure I like that one. There we go. That seems good. So one of the things that I did want to talk about too was one of the things that happened last time was right before we shoved Prompto off the train, there was some really weird thing happening with Arden. And there was a confusion and a moment where Noctis didn't know who was Arden and who was Prompto, and he ended up shoving Prompto off the train. But one of the things that I wanted to point out about that whole dialogue from last time is all the horrible things that Noctis was screaming at Arden, he was actually screaming at Prompto. And this becomes really important because I've talked about in the past that Prompto had a secret, and his secret wasn't all that bad. It was simply that he was adopted. As an infant, he came from Niflheim. He was born in Niflheim, and he came over to Lucius as an infant. But it is hard to admit sometimes that you're adopted, and Prompto's always been really insecure that maybe he doesn't fit in. And the things or actually I should say that it became very difficult for him, I think, to tell Noctis the more that Niflheim did horrible things. Because it's like, okay, it was fine until Niflheim took over Insomnia, and then it's like, oh my gosh, my country just razed your city. And then Niflheim killed Noctis's father, and now Niflheim has killed Noctis's fiance. Like, the longer Prompto waited to tell Noctis this little tiny secret, the bigger and harder it has become. And now, poor little guy is living in absolute fear that the bros are going to figure out his secret and just suddenly kick him out, right? So the things that Noctis was screaming were applied to Arden, but they were things like, it's all your fault, which Prompto probably feels pretty responsible, and why were you after following me for this whole time? And what were you after? Like, what did you want from me? And so those are horrible things for Prompto to deal with, and it's really interesting because it's one of those spots where it's those different perspectives. And of course Noctis meant it one way, and Prompto has taken it a completely different way. I should definitely do some nice slow pans as we're driving along too, and just remember how beautiful this place is, how peaceful. Fun camping and fishing and road trip time. Try not to make anybody motion sick while I'm doing this. I do miss kind of the long car trips, and as you can tell, as the story gets moving, it really gets moving. I know last time my heart was literally thumping from having to defend the train and then take out a couple of drop ships and then getting back only to push Prompto off the train and then getting to Tenebrae and everything's burning. They really do a good job of accelerating your adrenaline when it needs to be. But once again, off to the side here, this is the crater that came from the first Gods War when Ifrit tried to call down a meteor and Titan caught it. I'm pretty sure that white thing in the middle that looks sort of like a splash of water is something of Shiva's, a remnant of her powers. Probably a shield to keep things from being destroyed. And I suddenly realized Iggy's driving, and Iggy is never going to drive me again. No! Like I said, it's all just the little teeny tiny things. I can't come back to the past and enjoy it. It hurts too much. Though I won't miss running out of gas and having to push the car. We learned that lesson. See if I can get a nice full pan. I can! So the other thing that I was thinking about and kind of wanted to address too was that whole idea of dualities that I've been talking about, where there's like people who have different roles, that they have their duty and then they have what they personally want. Examples of that are Noctis being the king of light, but also Noctis being Noctis and wanting to get to Lunafreya, but Lunafreya is the oracle. She also has this dual personality. And one of the things that I really wanted to point out is they really took this as a theme and put it even in different aspects of the game. So there are things like body and soul divisions. The kings of yore live in the ring of the Lucii. So you have this division of the power kind of staying. It's also in the royal tombs. They leave their power at those tombs, but their physical body has passed. And even the gods themselves will also come to seem to have this duality nature where sometimes you have to kill a god twice, which is interesting. But I do want to point it out as a theme because when you start looking at how the entire game ends, and when you look at main game ending and the downloadable contents in Dawn of the Future, it's one of the reasons that I really do think Dawn of the Future is the unpublished DLCs. Like, to me, thematically, it clicks, it fits, and that is absolutely where this story was going. And I see those themes being set up here with that ring, with the Kings of Yore living in the crystal. That will be, minor spoiler, a theme that is I suppose I could stop. I'm going to stop and take care of that hunt since I saw it. But it is one of those places where it continues on. These are the little tiny steps that are put in place so that it makes sense later. Watch, it's probably going to be Elbas. What are we fighting? I want to see if it's corals. We're running away. Nope, you are not the Elbas I want. You have no skulls over your head. Alright, I want these guys. What are these guys? Oh, it is Elbas. I think we can take the Elbas. Let me through the bushes.
I'm going all out. Just don't get too carried away.
Fried Elbas. Okay, let's see if I can work to that point.
Yep.
I want to go back and have at least one fight so I can remember when the bros actually protected me. Let me out of these rocks. Oh my gosh, when Gladiolus cared if I was hurt. There's a Gigantoad in here too, isn't there?
Everything cool? No problems here.
Wow, these things just have so many hit points.
Nothing personal.
I will take the froggy. Ah, I missed that parry. That was sad. You're going down, froggy. Or I could get injured. Strategic retreat. I suppose I can waste a potion on myself.
Hey, how's it look over there?
I think we might be winning! One shot!
Oh, everyone was so cheerful.
How are we? Getting by.
Did another frog show up? No fair. Oh my gosh, 2 more showed up.
Noct, back me up.
Gladiolus asked for help.
Prompto, you're up.
But doing this battle really brings in how much they've changed the movement of the bros, and they are not working together or protecting each other. When you can see the movements, you know, and it's not just camera in the bush. Yes! Got it! Slimy oil. Maybe that was a quest for Sonia. Alright, back to the car.
This should tide us over for quite some time.
Lap of luxury, here we come.
Easy, big spender.
Ignis sounds so happy.
Look where you're going!
Didn't mean to do that.
That's the Gladiolus I know and have come to be annoyed at. Ah! Wrong button. In case... No, I meant to do that. Alright, let's resume.
Everything in order?
Yep.
Something just sounded terrible. I'm hoping that was an animal and not a demon. Nice herd of Alba in the rain. It's almost funny to have crystal music going. Hopefully we can make our campground by full dark. But one of the other pieces that I kind of wanted to talk about as well is there's a trailer, and I'll go ahead and put the link when I upload this to YouTube. I do upload all of my raw streams to YouTube in case you missed anything. But there is a trailer called the Omen trailer, and it's a very interesting piece of the Final Fantasy 15 story because it's like a 4-minute or 6-minute little mini movie. And there was a lot of debate about what the Omen trailer even was. I think that the most popular fan theory is that it was a nightmare that Regis had.
Now might be a good time to consider where we'll set down for the night.
We're headed there, Iggy. It's gonna be okay. We're headed to a campsite. But so they think that it's this nightmare that Regis had, and that it was basically he sent Noctis alone and had a bad feeling about it, and so once he had the nightmare, he decided to send the bros with him. I don't agree with that theory for several reasons. One of them being that I think Noctis was always meant to have an entourage. You don't send the prince of your country off without some sort of an accompaniment. But it is interesting to go and look at Omen trailer, and I think now you've seen enough that the things that I think are happening in it are apparent. And so I really do recommend going and watching it. But one of the very interesting things is we've learned that Arden can actually look like other people. Okay, because he did this trick on the train where he looked like Prompto, and he made Prompto look like him. And when you're watching the Omen trailer, I really think it makes a lot more sense if you flip Noctis and Luna in there. And it's interesting because you'll see it later in episode Arden, but one of the ways that you can tell when people are doing this trick is their reflections actually show the reality of the person. And when you look at the Omen trailer, every time that Noctis looks in a window or a mirror, it's Luna's reflection. So it could be just a nice pairing in that duality that I'm talking about, but I think it's a lot more. And I think that Omen is actually Luna is Noctis and Noctis is Luna. And of course it was meant to be a trailer for the game. There are large parts that are just showing off gameplay, other aspects. But for the most part, there's so many hints that it's not Noctis. That particular Noctis in that one is a bad driver. So bad that they wreck the Regalia and go flying in the air. They're very clumsy. They're alone without anybody. And they're traveling with Prina, the white dog, instead of Umbra, which is the dog that Noctis travels with. They also don't fight like Noctis. It's much more Luna's fighting style of using her head and figuring out what to do rather than just like blasting in and slashing at things with cool swords. So I would really recommend checking it out. I think Omen was part of where they were going with this story too. And it's a very fascinating, theme-filled, symbol-filled little movie.
Taking a walk on the wild side?
Nothing like nature in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, someone in chat says oracles have omens, and that's just it. Even the name, Omen, which of course is why people thought it might be a bad dream of Regis's. But I really think it has a lot more to do with Noctis and Luna and their love story. So feel free to check it out. Leave comments on my YouTube video if you think I'm wrong.
Shall we camp here?
Give me a like and a subscribe if you think I'm not wrong.
Let's call it a day.
All right. I'm gonna pitch the tent.
When Gladiolus was helpful. Oh, when Iggy could cook. Like I said, it just... Coming back here finds all new ways to hurt me. I don't even know if there's a meal that's good. I think the Moogle thing is good for fishing. Oh, but I don't have... It is, and I don't have sheep milk. Sadness. We're not going to reduce our strength to 0. That would be very, very bad. Normally I'm not too picky, but... We're going to go with this, whatever this is. Something delicious. Oh, look at that picture of Telkit. All wide-eyed. Looks like a little deer. Oh! That's an actual semi-decent selfie.
Gentiana's back.
And a reminder that Gentiana used to appear in our photos and watch us. Oh, terrible picture of my carbuncles. You missed every carbuncle on the car. So someone in chat says the train restaurant only has chicken nuggets, yet the options of cooking on the fly are endless. Yeah, well, because Ignis.
Well taken.
He is the center of this family. Honestly, a lot of Final Fantasy 15 fans call him Mama Ignis, and you can see why.
Look at you.
Yeah, I know.
Why you gotta be so photogenic?
Oh, when they were all getting along. Okay, not keeping any of those. And let's see if this happens to kick off Liege of the Lake. Oh, someone says Prompto also says
Very
Mama
not.
Ignis if you catch it.
How's about we go fishing tomorrow?
That makes me so happy.
What's this all of a sudden?
We'll have a Vesper pool nearby. Home to the Liege of the Lake.
Liege, huh? Tell me more.
It's a veritable monster. No one's ever reeled it in.
I'm intrigued.
Well, so you should be. The thing's freaking legendary.
Yes.
Well, wanna go catch this sucker?
Last time I was so close, but I didn't have the right fishing gear, so I'm hoping now that I've upgraded fishing gear, I'll be able to do this.
Bright and early.
Yep.
I have no idea how many fish you can catch in here, but it's in the dozens and dozens.
Right. Let's go snag us fish royalty.
Yeah. We're coming for you, Lake Liege.
Yes, this is like one of my few regrets that I didn't catch the Liege of the Lake.
Go big or go home.
But like I said, it's hard to be carefree and spend 5 or 6 days just fishing and camping anymore when you know all the seriousness that's waiting for you now. I think the Vesper Pool is one of my favorite locations, though. Just such interesting plants. And I love the little spiky, I don't even know what they are, like little wood bits that come out of the water. I mean, look at that. How can you not love that? That's gorgeous. Anyways, I'll stop being distracted by scenery. Bert's Bobbers. Oh, I love that name. Bert's Bobbers and stuff. Alright, so I'm supposed to not give up before I catch him. Thanks, game, for all the advice. Alright, let's make sure that I have my good butterfly edge. Do I have a better reel? Yes. And do I have a better rod? No. Alright, we are replacing that line. And I believe he liked, I want to say it was a red and white one. Yes, that one. Right there, I think. We'll give it a try. All right, everyone, wish me luck. I'm going for the gold yellow one. I remember there were lots of other fish in here, too. That one looked interesting. I don't know if that was him or not. Here, fitchy, fitchy, fitchy.
Yes.
Ooh, he's big. Yep, I think this is him. Oh, it's so heavy. All right, this one I've got to actually pay attention and time the reeling. Oh my goodness, look at him flipping out there. He's so big.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah, full line strength, as long as I don't screw this up. Oh. Wow, it is amazing how little health is coming off when I'm reeling.
Ease off on the reeling.
Thanks, Gladiolus. Who's the expert fisher person here? Hint, it's not you.
Look at the size of that thing.
Man, when he turns, you can feel it. He just switches direction and it starts taking off my line. Luckily, he doesn't seem to do a lot of jigging and jagging. Ooh!
Better get ready to land it.
Yeah. Have you seen how many hit points this fish still has? Don't get ahead of yourself. Oh, just switch the other way. Oh, jump! Okay, I hit the jump. I like the jumps because they take a lot of hit points off. Although if you guess the wrong way they're going, that can be a problem too. Oh, I want this fishy! I came all the way back to my memories to catch you, you little booger. No, no, Shoot, I felt that. Nope, nope, nope. Other way. Alright, don't get too greedy. If I get too greedy, I'm gonna lose him. Nope, nope. Almost reeled at the wrong time. That would have been terrible. No, wrong way. Dang it. It's so funny how invested I get in this silly fishing game. I really did not fish this time around as much as I usually do. I'm always a little worried it might be boring for those on stream, but oh, I love this game. And how can you not enjoy, like, the clouds in the water? I mean, they really did make it just peaceful, something... I could sit here and just fish in this game for hours. No, 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 other way. Oh, yes, good, jumps. I like jumps. Keep doing that. Gosh, we're pretty even. He's taking some off my line, but I've taken some of his hit points. Man, is he tough. So stressful guessing which way he's going. You're turning, aren't you? Yep, I felt that. At least they have good music to you while you're trying to reel him in. Oops! That was my bad. They really made good use of the dual sense, like rumbling your controller too. It's funny because I can feel this, so that's why you hear my little gasps. No, 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 no! Oh shit, I hit that at the wrong time. I knew. No, I want you to be mine. I don't trust him not to turn direction suddenly. Oh, it is definitely a game of patience.
Draw him in. Stay focused now.
If you want him that badly, Gladiolus, jump in and get him! Why are you making me do all the work? Ooh, he just did a couple of jigs and jags there. No fair, changing patterns. Oh. I think he's a fish you can only catch at dawn as well, so like if it breaks the line, I probably don't even have another chance. You're gonna turn, aren't you? Yep, there we go. Gosh, this game is half guessing which way they're going. Okay, whew. Almost halfway, we're doing okay. Have to take a couple of risks. Oh. I do appreciate that you can see them in the water too. A lot of fishing games, they sort of just have you put your line in the water, but you never see the fish itself. I feel like having that to focus on definitely makes this more interesting and enjoyable for me. I can see his little tail. Ooh, jumping around a little bit. No, 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 other way. Literal jump. Oh, I do not trust him. No, other way, other way. I think I've got a little bit of a lead on my line being better than his health, but I don't want to waste it. Gotta stay patient. This one is not one that you can overpower and just pull in. Oh my goodness, come here, little fishy. No, he went the other way right when I reeled. Oh, he's getting closer. At least I'm pretty good at switching directions quickly. Okay, he's under half. Whew. Take deep breaths. Don't get greedy.
You're halfway there.
I am more than halfway, Gladiolus. Oh, that cost me a little bit. I'm like not even blinking. Don't ask me why I think that would make a difference. Boy, those jumps are hard because you almost have to guess which way they're going to go when they land, though. Ooh. Got a little greedy there. Nope, nope, nope. Just gotta wait for it to be nice and calm. No, no, no. Okay, whew. Changed in time. Oh, come on, little guy. I shouldn't call him a little guy. With how short the days are, I'm going to end up spending the entire day pulling the Liege of the Lake. Okay. Couple reels here. Nope, switching directions. Oh, felt that. Which way are you going? This way.
Knocked. Stop reeling.
Stop telling me what to do. I got this. I may eat those words. We'll find out. It helps when you can see him. As he gets closer, I can see when he turns. No, no, no. I reeled the wrong time. Okay. Whew. Didn't cost me too much, hopefully. At some point I have to stop staring at the line and concentrate on the fish. Oh, oh, oh. We're down to about a third. But he's also taken over half my line. This is going to be close. Definitely still have to play it as a patience game. Do not get greedy. No, 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 he went the other way. Shoot, guessed that one wrong. I mean, this is almost embarrassing. Like, my hands are actually sweating on the controller. I want this fish so bad. Oh, come here. Come here! You want to go that way? You can go that way. No, 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 other way.
It's running out of steam, Knocked.
Well, so am I! Oh, goodness. No, 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 he went the other way. Bad timing. Oh, another jump. Are you still going this way? Okay, you're still going this way. When he starts thrashing, you can't reel either because even if you're going the same way, it adds tension to the line. It really is a delicate game. No, 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 other way. Okay, whew. Didn't cost myself too much there, hopefully. I risked a big reel there, a little bit of tension. I'm so afraid if I miss one of those jumps, he's just going to snap the line and go. I know a lot of people who play this game just like ignore the entire fishing game. I don't blame them, but no, wrong reel. Okay, I can get some big reels. Oh, little bit of red there. We're okay, we're okay. No, don't get greedy. You're so close. Breathe, breathe. Don't get greedy. Whoa, he went the other way. I can see him. Oh, I swear, I feel like I should just be able to jump off the pier and grab him. It would be less stressful. Just hit him with my Durandal blade. Oh, got a couple of good reels in. We are going to need a big net. Ignis will be cooking Liege of the Lake for months. His ever-fresh fish locker. No. Okay, whew. If he gets away, I am seriously gonna cry. Oh. No, don't go that way. Oh, they did change it where he really changes direction a lot near the end here. They're testing how much we want him. Ooh. I got a good reel in there. No, other way. Whew. Didn't cost myself too much. Oh, you can see how close my line is to his life, though. Like, if you mess around with this fish at all, he will get away. You can think you have the advantage, and in one turn, he can take it all away. There's a whole series of the master fishing challenges, too, I think. Oh, come on. No. No. I see you trying to get away, little fishy. Ooh, so close. All right, patience. I've got this. Don't get greedy, or he will make a fool of me. Man, they are definitely lowering the times you have to reel. Okay, woo! He's gotta be nearly done. No, other way. Oh jeez, I am doing so badly right here. Yes!
Ready to grab it?
Did it!
Bring it closer.
Apparently Gladiolus is my net. Look how big it is! I know, and you only get one AP. I got one adulting point. Oh, look at that beauty. Whew. That was not a little fish.
Respool the line before it's too late.
We did it not! He's a beast!
Wait, something's stuck on him.
What's this? Some kind of lore?
It's a trophy. Something he won from one of his many battles.
Someone in chat says, and now he is dead and will never be free in the lake again.
And a way to catch more. The others are gonna be stoked.
It's true. We have destroyed something beautiful.
Yeah, I know. I'm awesome.
Oh my heavens. Okay, at least it gave me 20 AP for completing the Liege of the Lake mission. Oh, I feel like that should have taken all day, although apparently they did not advance time while it was going on. Whew, all right. So let me see where the car is. Oh, that is one of the few completionist things I wanted to get done. I now have no regrets and can face the horror of the future with a calm mind. So this is interesting. I think I need a motel to Umbra. I know that there's a hotel at Lestalum. That seems like it's going to be the closest one. Cape Cayam. Oh, and we can even fast travel, so that'll work. Is it doing map point? Bloop. Yes, take me to Lestalum, please. I am so amazed that I managed to catch him, though. Yes, I thought with that reel I could do it, but that is not an easy fishing task. Oh, heavens. So, one last little tour in Lestalum here with Holly and her power plant. Those are more of the quests that I didn't finish, and probably won't
stuff.
this time.
Nice. You're being helpful for a change.
What do you mean for a change?
But one nice thing about the game is that you can Umbra back. They do have mechanics where you can come back and finish things. So don't be afraid of advancing forward, but I hope, as you can tell, it just feels different after you've advanced past certain parts of the story. Alright, let's see if I can go find Umbra. But I do think that this has some interesting things to say about nostalgia, and also it would be really easy to just retreat into this happy time when people were just dancing in the streets, literally. Oh, look at that. I love it. And there is something to be said for when you know that there's a disaster ahead, when you know that sad times happen, it becomes really easy to retreat into these old memories and not go forward.
A little warm for my tastes.
Someone is asking if you have to use Umbra because some of the quests in the earlier area are way too high level. You know, I don't think so. You could literally stay, and there are ways of grinding
The
XP.
finest room in the house is available for your immediate comfort.
So I do think you can do all of the quests without doing the Umbra back and forth. I have to ask for some paws. Sorry, it's so adorable. It's just going to happen. I know, wasted time, but... Oh, how can you not? It's so adorable. Okay, let's try that again.
Back. Will you be requiring a room?
Okay, so this time I really will leave the happiness. We're not going back to Altissia. I was traumatized there. I guess we'll just go back to the present. Lovely picture of Talcott. Oh, Ignis. I'm so sorry, Ignis. But one of the things that I'm really trying to do in this playthrough is just kind of make some of those connections. The story was very scattered, and I think people, like, I recently was in a Discord server where someone came in and they had not very carefully read all of the screens and such, and they were like, I have a really weird question. I just got to Tenebrae, and there's all these Imperial troopers here, and they're not trying to kill me. Like, I obviously missed something. What happened? And I think it was really easy, and it is one of the weaknesses of the game, to miss some of these really important things. But it is such a beautiful story, and that's why I kind of want to go through and say, these are the ways that I see how things happened and how I connected the dots. And I hope that people find some value in that. Oh, blue glowy. And now all the joy has bled out of the world again. So I do think that I can talk to Biggs and Wedge without them setting off immediately. I also find it really interesting that the kids are still playing. And I do appreciate, even as things continue to get worse, because yes, believe it or not, they get worse from here. You still find children playing. And I think that's very true to real life too. Kids are so resilient. And that's one of the beautiful things and where some of the hope in this game lies too. I just want to talk to you.
Ready to depart. Just swapped out the damage cards for some new ones. Give one of us a holler when you're ready to shove off then.
Dining car's open, if you need a break.
I can have chicken nuggets again. Good to know. But I was hoping to kind of split between the Liege of the Lake and then maybe moving on a little bit. I do know that the game begins moving very quickly. Oh, look. Dawn is breaking so we can get a better view of Tenebrae on fire. So bad. But I do think that I'll probably go ahead, since it's 8:30 in real life, and stop here. For those who maybe have joined the stream, don't know, I do try and do my stream from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time on Mondays. So if you joined and you're enjoying what you're seeing and hearing, please do feel free to join. And as always, I just want to say thank you to everyone in my chat for helping me make some of these decisions. And while I'm sometimes a little bit slow on catching the decisions you all want, I blame lag. It really does help to have you here just supporting me, asking questions, sticking with me through all of these little difficulties. And I hope you're enjoying the story as much as I do. So on that note, I suppose we'll stay in the present, and I will see you next week for the train ride to Regalia. See you then.